Hi there. The name's William Ford, but you can call me Bill. Welcome to SimCoach. Well, here, I'll tell you what. I made a video that tells you a little bit more. I'm going to pop it up over here on the right.
As of 1 September, 66% of our most seriously wounded soldiers were suffering from post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury. NIMH will tell you that from the onset of whatever the incident is that causes post-traumatic stress here in the United States, it's 12 years till someone seeks their first treatment. 12 years.
That's way too long. Organizations like the American Psychological Association have all come to the same conclusions. We've got great treatments out there, but the big challenge is getting people to access that treatment. And it underscores what SimCoach is all about. We have such a significant challenge with the issue of stigma in asking for help in military populations.
You know, when you're a soldier, you're trained to hold your emotions in because you can't release them, you can't cry on the battlefield. And that still holds over to civilian life. And so they need an outlet where they can express themselves, and I think SimCoach is the one to do it.
The goal of SimCoach is to create a space online where returning service members, veterans, and their family members can find out about healthcare resources that are available to them. They can explore their own issues in a very safe and anonymous fashion, and they can take the first step towards seeking help with a live provider. SimCoach is essentially a virtual human that's online, not a real person. You can go there and interact with the character and find out things that are relevant for understanding your own issues and for getting help, and nobody knows about it.
Now, the suits want me to explain that I'm a virtual human, which means that I'm based on the real experiences and personalities of actual warfighters and their families. Make sense?
The SimCoach isn't a diagnosis tool, so we're not trying to diagnose PTSD or depression. We're really just trying to give individualized information to the user. We do ask some questions that come from clinical questionnaires, and although we're not diagnosing people, we're actually trying to find out what type of information we can give them based on their answers.
Oh, hi. Hope you weren't waiting long. Welcome to SimCoach. I'm Ellie. If you don't mind my asking, how's your sleeping been lately? Here's a link on the do's and don'ts of good sleep hygiene.
The goal is to make them seem human, to make them seem like a good first step.
If it's something you're worried about, it might be a good thing to talk to a professional.
The SimCoach project came to ICT primarily because we've been doing quite a bit of work addressing the healthcare needs of wounded warriors. One of the projects that we've done is to build a simulation of Iraq and Afghanistan that's currently being used to treat post-traumatic stress disorder. Thus far, it's been quite successful.
The Institute for Creative Technologies has a wide variety of virtual humans that they've developed. They're used in applications for training, clinical therapy, and outreach.
We started by asking ourselves, well, who would I feel comfortable talking to? And we made a list of the kinds of people that we would feel comfortable talking to. And once we had that list, that's when we started deciding, well, what does that person look like?
We created a number of characters that we thought our users would like. One of the first characters that we showed them, thinking that he would have all of those qualities, they almost uniformly remarked that he looked like he was the guy who needed help. As soon as we got their feedback, we could see what they meant and figure out what changes we would need to make him a useful character.
The majority of users found the experience enjoyable. They found it really easy to talk to Bill, and they said that they were comfortable sharing their personal information with him.
The real vision is to have natural language, real speech interaction, so that you can talk to the SimCoach just like you'd talk to a real person.
We're really excited about a lot of the mass market gesture reading and facial recognition software that's becoming available to everyone.
Hey, Bill, can you follow my hand?
Sure. Can you follow mine?
This is only the start of it. While we're developing something to help warfighters, veterans, and their families, everything we build here is going to have relevance to the civilian population.
I think they'll quickly see that the complexity, the humanity of these characters is something that is ready for a wide variety of uses.
It's going to change how people interact with computers. They're going to be able to interact with a representation of the computer that's more like another human. We're going to be able to use virtual humans to access information, to get education, even help with our healthcare. That's really cool stuff.
Thanks for taking the time to listen, Bill.
So, what would you like to talk about today?